Welcome back to the Katie Fleece Show. All right, so we're going to talk today about comparison and how it could honestly be screwing you up royally. All right, I know that, especially with social media, like, don't get me wrong. I love social media. I love the people that I've been able to meet through social media, the clients that have come into my world because of social media, the connections I've made, the success I see of other people. But if I'm being completely honest, it also is, a lot of times it feels like keeping up with the Joneses, right? Like everybody's highlight reel is on social media. And if we're not careful, we can go down this rabbit hole of just continuously comparing ourselves, our success, our progress to other people's. And it's like, man, we could feel really good about ourselves. We could feel really good about the progress we're making. We could be happy. We could be feeling, successful. And then bam, you're scrolling and you see somebody else doing quote unquote better than you. In fact, just this morning, I had a client, Mary. She sent me a Voxer and she said this exact same thing. She's like, Katie, I'm going to be open and honest with you and just total transparency here. Over the last few weeks, I've been in this funk, right? Like I've been in this cycle of comparison. And she's like, I love your program. I've never seen results like this from anybody else's program. I'm seeing results quicker than I ever have. I feel amazing. I'm gaining my confidence back. But she's like, the last few weeks, I've really been comparing myself to other clients that you post about. And um, she went on to say, though, she's like, but I'm sharing this with you because I'm so glad that that happened because now I recognize it. She's like, it's actually it's the root cause of a much, much deeper issue. And for the longest time, I've been letting comparison like steal my joy, right? She's like, so yeah, those are really shitty thoughts. And it doesn't feel good when you're going through that. She's like, but I'm so glad that actually happened because now I can see it when it comes up and I can like course correct. To me too, by the way, like that is such a huge win. And that's exactly what I told her. I was like, here's the thing. Those thoughts are always going to come up. That's just the day and age that we live in. It is so hard not to feel sorry for ourselves or not to let other people's success make us feel bad about what we haven't accomplished yet or whatever it may be. And just because those feelings are valid doesn't mean that they are true. Just because those feelings are valid doesn't mean that they are true. And just like Mary was saying this morning, she's like, if that would have happened 2 months ago, she's like, I would literally be throwing a pity party for myself. I would have thrown in the towel. I would have quit because that's the easier thing to do. I would have viewed my success as not good enough. She's like, but no, that's bullshit. I'm done doing that. Right. And I also told her this. And actually I just made an Instagram post about this the other day too. I'm like, listen, you signed up for this program or whatever program you're on, or, whatever decision you made to change your life and go after your goals. But specifically our program, I said, you signed up for this program to change your life, to change your body, to gain your confidence, to live a longer life for you and your future children, your future grandchildren, your spouse, whatever. So why do you care what Susie from South Carolina is doing? Like it makes no logical sense, right? And when I say it out loud, you may even be like, yeah, that makes literally no sense, but it's silly, but yet most of us live here. Most of us live in this comparison mindset. And guess where that gets us? Nowhere except for frustrated. And so again, I'm not saying those feelings aren't normal, because they are. They still come up for me. I think I can speak for everybody listening to this. They are going to come up. But again, like I said, just because those feelings are valid does not make them true. Another example is, and I'm just going to give a personal example, right? A lot of people see me on social media, and I do try my best to show you like my real life, but there's also a lot that I don't post on social media. Believe it or not, I'm actually a really private person. I share a lot, but there's a lot of parts of me and my life that I don't share. But for those of you that do follow me on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever, you might have seen like this alpha female. You might have seen this motivational human, this happy-go-lucky woman all the time, a woman that knows what she wants and she's not afraid to go after it, a woman that exudes confidence. And yes, all of those things are true. They are. But you know what you didn't see, or at least as much? Like I said, I do show some of this. I do show, some of the vulnerable side of me, but not a ton. And mainly because I don't want people like feeling this like anxiousness when they come to my profile. I want people to visit my profile or see me on stories or whatever and just feel happy, feel motivated, feel inspired. So I don't share a lot of the gunk or the funks that I'm in a lot. But what you didn't see was the anxiety. Yes, I suffer from anxiety. You didn't see the tears that were shed, the moments where I questioned literally everything, including, do I shut my business down? What? Yeah, right? The days where I didn't do jack shit because I could not get out of my own head. And it was so crippling that I just didn't do anything. I couldn't move. You didn't see the Karens that were inside of my DMs that gave me, their unsolicited, wonderful opinions. All right. You didn't see the heartache that I experienced from people that I've, really considered friends that, talked behind my back or, had really negative opinions about me. You didn't see any of that. You also, didn't see the fact that my husband and I got closer and closer than we've ever been before and feel more in love than we ever have been before. You didn't see me strengthening my relationship with God. You didn't see me improve my prayer life. You didn't see, the countless hours spent doing the inner work, the hard stuff that is extremely emotional to navigate sometimes. You didn't see the I love yous that were said a million times to the people that are closest to me. So there's a lot of ugly that you didn't see. There's also a lot of beauty that you didn't see. You didn't see me experiencing the belly laughs with my children that literally brought us all to tears because we were laughing so hard. You didn't see the fact that I had to practice forgiveness in others, forgiveness in myself. You didn't see that I really had to do the work to really understand what true forgiveness looks like. You didn't see, the radical responsibility that I had to take, or the understanding that I had to develop for people of, why they do certain things and why they don't do certain things. And so you also didn't see that I would say 2022 was probably the most challenging year of my life. And I survived it. Sometimes I wonder how, but I survived it. But I didn't show a lot of those challenges, quite frankly, because they're none of anybody's business. Now I know some people are better than that than I am, showing everything in every area and part of their life. And I think that's beautiful. That's just not me. But I'm sharing all of this with you just to put it in a perspective for you. Like, listen, of course, everybody is on their own journey. And of course, some people may seem like they're achieving results faster than you. Of course, some people may seem like they have it all together. Of course, some people may seem like they don't experience any rough patches or any trials and tribulations, but I promise you, they do. They do. All right. And so this is what I want to leave you with. Just like I told my client Mary this morning, just because the feelings are valid does not mean they are true. You are on this journey to change your own damn life and nobody else's. All right. And all you can do is focus on your path, your journey, and enjoy the ride, because it is a heck of a ride, isn't it? All right. Now, with that being said, the next time comparison starts to come up for you, here's what I want you to do. I want you to recognize it for what it is. Okay. And then ask yourself, why is this coming up for me? Is this something that was ingrained in me as a child? Is this something that, was something said to me years ago that makes me think that I'm never good enough? Is there something that I'm personally doing to self-sabotage my success? But why are those feelings coming up for you? Recognize them for what they are, and then move on. All right. Easier said than done. Yes, it's going to take some practice, but the first step is actually recognizing it. Again, just like my client Mary did, she recognized it. And then she course corrected. And that's exactly what you need to do when those feelings start coming up. Whew. All right. Much love to you all. I love you all. And if you need help, as always, you can find the link in my show notes to receive help if you need my help. Regardless, keep your eyes on your journey because it is a beautiful one.